Hello viewers, and welcome to today's Open Heavens Reflection. My name is Tunde Dada, a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Kingdom Builders family based in Luton. I'm happy and excited to be with you again today. Today we are reflecting on the topic, are you alone? Our Bible passage is taken from Exodus chapter 4, from verse 10 through to verse 16. Then Moses said to the Lord, "O my Lord, I'm not eloquent, neither before nor since you have spoken to your servant, but I am slow of speech and slow of tongue." So the Lord said to him, "Who has made man's mouth? Or who makes the mute, the deaf, the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I'll be with your mouth and teach you what you shall say." But he said, "O my Lord, please send by the hand of whomever else you may send." So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, "Is not Aaron the Levite your brother? I know that he can speak well. And look, he is also coming out to meet you. When he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. Now you shall speak to him and put the words in his mouth. And I will be with your mouth and with his mouth, and I will teach you what you shall do. So he shall be your spokesman to the people, and he himself shall be as a mouth for you, and you shall be to him as God." A memory verse is taken from Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him." Our reflection for today. Today's topic asks us an important question. Are you alone? Today's society is a very individualistic one where everyone seems to keep to themselves. Do you know your neighbor? When was the last time that you had a conversation with someone on the bus, tube, or train? With the advent of technology, real relationships have been replaced, with cyber ones. However, we were not created to be alone, which is why as face-to-face relationships have reduced, social media has soared in popularity. One does not need to feel alone as there is Facebook, Twitter, chat rooms, etc. Unfortunately though, these relationships are often not genuine, as you can pretend to be anyone with a fake name, with a fake age, with a fake opinions. And of course, it is easier to be a faceless person on the internet than to engage in real, honest relationships. This lack of realness leads to a lack of accountability, where you can be someone else with no one able to question your behavior. Spending hours on your iPad or laptop can lead you to feel isolated and lonely. Loneliness can lead to depression, an inability to relate to others, and a likelihood of giving in to temptation. After all, who will know what kind of movie you watched, what kind of site you visited, or what you talked about in that anonymous chat room? Many Christians are even staying away from church and going to online church services. This too is dangerous, my brothers and my sisters, as we have been instructed in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25, which says, "And let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near." Meeting with like-minded believers can be encouraging and uplifting and should not be avoided. On the other hand, some are so eager not to be lonely that they involve themselves in relationships that are not beneficial. They partake in worldliness so as to not lose friends. This too is dangerous. We should prayerfully seek out relationships that will take us to heaven and not to hell. Our primary relationship should be with God, who will never leave or forsake us. We are never alone as long as we have a relationship with him. All other relationships should be built on this foundation, and none should take its place. A key point for today: when people are around, be on your guard. But when no one is around, increase your spiritual vigilance. God bless you.